Mpc Gen 2, AKAI, you done did it again. You bad mother sucker. You did it again. I swear. Man. We gotta learn our lesson within the hardware production. I'm gonna say hardware because software guys, they do it too. You see something, you get it, and then you forget that these companies often make a version 2 which is better than version 1. Almost all my simps here, even this updated this without even noticing. Ah, man. Even this Mpc One, which is updating because I pressed the wrong button. I wasn't planning on doing that. It's not the original version. This is the Mpc One Plus. Recently, they came out with the Mpc sample, and everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, how they came out with that? That's crazy," And I thought they was done with the Mpc One. Not gonna hold you. I was like, "Yo, are they gonna come out with the Mpc One 3?" And then here we go. We had the Mpc Gen 2 blue version, metal case. They said this is plastic. That one's metal. It has a USB-C that everybody was complaining about. It has more RAM that everybody was complaining about. It's literally everything that you wanted. And it costs about the same. It costs, I think, what, $800? So it's like, I could see a bunch of people being disgruntled. I'm a little disgruntled. Only reason I'm not 100% disgruntled because I like this color. Red is my favorite color. And it kind of matches with my, But other than that, it's like, yo, you trying to tell me I got the Mpc One and then Plus finally after thinking about getting it and saying, you know what, get it, right? And then the Mpc sample came out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn, maybe that's what I should have got because I really just use this for sampling. I really don't use, for like drum programs, I really don't use it for everything else. You know what I'm saying? But then, oh yeah, this thing got a whole new update I didn't even know about too. But then the Mpc Gen 2 come out and it has everything I wanted with this. Everything I thought that this had, not everything. The little things that I was mad that this didn't have, which was the USB send your tracks automatically thing, which before I got this I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure you could do that because everything else is like plug and play, everything else that's a sampler and past 2020 as far as I do, well, at least past 2015 at the very most, usually you can just drag and drop. It's not a real thing. You open the thing and it says, oh, you're in transfer mode or something like that, and the folder pop up on the computer and you drag and drop. This doesn't do that. I think the Live does that. I think the Mpc X does that. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the comment section after or before you like and subscribe, right? Follow and all that, right? Show some love. But this one don't do that. And obviously I was a little disappointed in that because I'm like, that's an extra step that I shouldn't have to do in this day and age with something that's as advanced as this. And now that I bring that up, now I realize that's why they didn't put it in there. That means they was planning on doing this. When it came out, they sat down at their big board table with all these rich guys who, play on our, what's the word, our vanity. Knowing that we don't need none of this stuff. This is all, we don't need none of this stuff. Unless you're doing like a live performance, you can do everything with software. For the most part, right? Like 70%. Let's just be for real. So they're like, yo, since these guys want to buy this stuff knowing that they don't need it, and we know most people have computers anyway, we're going to make 3 versions of this. We're going to make the Mpc One, then the Mpc One Plus, which is going to be better. And then we're going to come out with a bunch of other stuff in between the Mpc One Plus and make you wonder, should you trade your Mpc One Plus? And if you stick with the Mpc One Plus and you're a loyal guy, and you're going to come up with the Mpc sample, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, maybe I should, because kind of does a lot of things that people use the Mpc One Plus for, right? Some people use it for the whole production thing, but a lot of people just use it just for the sampling, quick ideas, and then they bring that to their computer. They use the Mpc as a sketch pad. It's a more advanced sketch pad than the sample, the One Plus, though, but a lot of people do just use it as a sketch pad. Most people don't create the whole full produced song on the Mpc One Plus, and they can. It has all the tools to do that. In my opinion, some people say it don't. I think it does. The mix master, especially if you know what you're doing, you can mix a whole song, master it in this Mpc One Plus. But a lot of people use it for what the MPC sample can do, which is why the MPC sample is so great. But now you got the Gen 2, which is like, yeah, it's dark, man. AKAI, you did it again. You mother suckers. You did it again. I can honestly say we've been had. Like literally, if I would have waited if I didn't get this and I would have waited, right? Cause I didn't really do everything I wanted to do on this. I'm still learning slowly but surely. I've made beats on this, and I use it mainly now for my drums and my whole MIDI, control center though. And I do make a lot of beats on this though, but I'm not as good at this as I am on FL Studio. But now I kind of wish I would have waited. Not gonna lie, I wish I would have waited like a year and a half, and that MPC Gen 2 would have came out. I would have got that, and I would have been like, ooh, I'm glad I didn't get the One Plus because there's a couple features in it that I really wanted. Like I would wanted to be able to drag and drop files, and it be basically a multi-track recorder, and like man. That's what I wanted. That's literally and I thought it did that. I didn't want the whole MPC X to do that because I have the Yamaha RS7000 and I use this a lot. So I didn't want the MP. I didn't want like another big production board, especially if I'm still going to use FL Studios. I feel like if I get something like that, I don't want to use the computer. And as you can see, I barely had space to it, right? I would have had to put it like right here, over here, and this is my main thing here. It's like this just fit perfectly, like in the little crevices. And then, yeah, nah, man. I know someone right now is cursing. I know someone just bought the MPC sample yesterday. Just bought the MPC One Plus yesterday. I know someone did. I know somebody did. They bought it yesterday. They probably bought it today. They didn't even see the news. And then on their way home, especially if they're in New York on the train chilling, they look at their phone and they see MPC Gen 2, I would scream. That was crazy. Only reason, like I said, I'm not mad is because it makes me feel better I didn't get the MPC sample. And I like the red color better. I feel like it is better. I like the color better. That's just, red is my favorite color. But yeah, man, like I said, everything here I have here is a Gen 2 Mark II situation. It's not the original. I mean, except my patented JDXA. Some people might say it is because I'm not sure if the JDXI came out first. But I don't think even if it did, it came out right before. But this is like more of, it's not like a version 2 of the same thing with a couple new things. This is like the upgrade. You know what I'm saying? This is like the Master Suite version, so I wouldn't really count it that. And the Behringer Model D, I think, I think it has a couple new updates than the original one, but I guess you might be able to call that, the original. And the Yamaha, this don't have a Mark II. I wish it did, but my mixer is not the original version of the Mackeys. My Tascam is not the original version of the Tascam. My wave state is Mark 1, but there's a Mark 2 version now. I wish I had the Mark 2 and the module. Save space. My Focusrite is not the original version. My Chaos Pad, which I just got, is not the original version. My SP404 is not the original version. Most of the things in my rig is a Mark 2 Generation 2 version, which they came out the first one either intentionally or unintentionally decided that they have to upgrade this to be more user friendly, and it comes out sometimes a little bit more money than the original one. Sometimes it's the same amount. I think I got this for like 600. I'm not sure. I know I didn't spend more than 8. I got this as a birthday gift from my girl, so but still, man. Man, and now, obviously I'm not going to sell my girl's birthday gift just to get that. But, I'm not going to do that though. That's terrible. And it's not even worth it. I'm not even going to go to the trouble. I know I'd have to spend more money for a couple new features that I don't need. So that's another thing, I'm not going to do something, spend that much money for something that I don't need. Same reason why I haven't got the Wave State Mark II or the module, even though I really want it. Unless I could get it for the same price or a little bit more, maybe $50 more, I'm not going to spend a whole $100 for space that I don't need. I really don't even need space. I got everything here that I need though. So, you know, but what I can say for advice is when you see something that comes out, if it's like I can't even say that. I would say wait for everything. Everything that piece of gear that comes out, don't get the original version. Do not get. That's one of the reasons I didn't get the Chaos Replay, because I feel like they're gonna come out with a Mark II, or they're gonna upgrade it. The price gonna go down, and then it's gonna be like, oh, now it's where it's supposed to be, and it's gonna be half the price of what it is now. You know, MPC this is the third MPC One. There's also MPC Live 3. There's 3 versions of the MPC Live. I think there's 3 versions of the MPC X. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So it's gonna be another version of the MPC sample. So all the people that's feeling to get that, if you're watching this video, take my advice. The MPC sample is not gonna be the only version. It's probably gonna be a Mark II. It's probably gonna be a Mark III. And it's probably the Mark III version is probably gonna be the best version. Usually things go up to Mark III the most, right? Sometimes it's like a Mark II or a Generation 2 or whatever, version 2. Sometimes they go to version 3. As far as I know, I haven't seen like a version 4 of a lot of gear. I could be wrong. Like I said, let me know in the comment section. It's much appreciated after you like and subscribe, right? But yeah, hopefully, and I think that's why a lot of the older producers, they just stick with what they got, and some of them just go straight to software because they're tired. They've been through the same thing, and back then it cost more. Imagine back then you get a $4,000 keyboard, and then Mark II come out. You be like, what Mark? What are you talking? Back then that was a new thing. So, you know, I would say definitely, if you see a piece of gear that you want and it has some features that don't make any sense, like USB-C doing everything, and you know, a little bit more RAM, stuff like that, and the, you know, the 24 tracks, just wait a while. Unless you seriously need it, and most of you don't need it, just be honest with yourself. If you don't need it, you want it, just wait, be patient, because another version will come out. Now I can say, I'm not sure when the MPC One came out. I think what, 2020, 2019. So, you know, waiting 6 years for extra features, that is a long time, I'm not gonna front. But ask yourself, do you need those features? Just wait. And also have in mind that it's probably going to change. Probably not going to be the full version of the product. So just take that in mind. Don't let it kill you. Don't let it, you know, take you out of commission. You know, that's why it's not good to break the bank anyway. Do this stuff when you have the money to get it. Because if you break the bank and then right after you do and you're coming home, the version you want comes out, you're going to be upset. And I'm telling you, I know somebody went and just got the MPC sample. I know somebody went and just got the MPC One Plus. I just got this about a year or 2 ago. I know somebody did it. I'm positive somebody did it. And they walking home and they see it on their phone. And I know they want to throw their MPC One Plus out the window. Not because it's not a good machine, but because it's like, what? Like I said, you already know. Junior Boom's president, Shogun 13, Teflon Shogun, and I'm out.